Hello guys, this is Anish Vijay with another tutorial, and this is on quick tips and some stuff you didn't know about Cinema 4D. You should already know this, but some people don't, so I'm just going to go through them. If you like, you can see in the description if you want to skip ahead to something you don't know, so just check out the description. So let's get started. First tip is the move tool. So if we have a cube here and we make it the size of a Minecraft block and we press E, which is the move tool, we have these settings right here, quantity size. So the default is it's disabled, so we want to go here, snap settings, enable it, and then change this to 100, which is the size of a Minecraft block, and then we should be able to snap it like so. Let's copy and paste like so, and it will snap. Really cool. Okay, so now for the weight tool. So what the weight tool does is it allows a bone to control certain points of an object. So if we make a cube, make sure you have this enabled again, because I can snap the joints to wherever I like. So if you have it enabled on the move tool and whatever snap settings, we can snap it to every 100 centimeters. So it's really cool. So I'm gonna make this bone right here control the bottom bit of the cube, and I'll be using the weighting whatever. So let's just grab the root out like so, just delete it. Make sure you have it editable, otherwise it doesn't work. To make it editable, just press C on the object and select them both, character commands bind. This is a method I use to make my eyelids. So right now if you move it, it moves the entire cube, because if we just select the bone and go to character weight tool, because we have everything here selected. Okay, so let's just fix that. So joint, select joint, go to the weight tool under here, and then change the strength to 100 and this to like 100, because we want it to be good, I guess. I mean precise. And then hold control and just remove the points. You can, to make it easier, you can just select the cube also and just go to edge mode, and you can select the points. Plus, if you move this over, it tells you if it's 100% or whatever. Yeah, so hold control and just remove it like so. Yeah, and now we have only the bottom part of the sphere selected, so now this should control bottom bit of the cube. And what I did also is I put this in a null, so alt G on the joint, and then just double select that, just off them like so. Select the null, go to dot, change it to a sphere or something, or whatever you like, and then just change the size, and now this controls the bottom of the sphere, of the cube. Really cool. Yeah. Okay, so the next step is FPS. So if you hit Command D or Control D, you get this settings here, project setting. So we have the FPS here. If you're dealing with a lot of lag, or your file is really big and you want it to be real time, you should just lower the frame rate. What I do is my normal frame rate is 24. I just change it to 12, which normally makes it real time. The next is the different views. So if you hit F1, this is the normal view. F2 is the top view. It'll say right here, top. So F3 is the right, and F4 is the front. If you have a Mac, you press function F1, function F2, and so on. Or you can just click right here, and we get all 4 views. And if you want to go into one view, you just click there, and you go into that view. And also we have the thing here. So if you add a cube, actually it'll be better if I go into my pack and just get something out of there. Like I said, let's get the village. So this is normal view. Go into view, not cameras, parallel, and you can see, yeah, it's really cool. Again, let me just, yeah, so to go back you need to just go to perspective, then we have left and everything. If you press F3 again, you can see that it's wireframe mode. To change that, you just go into display and shading, whatever, and yeah, it goes into that mode. And then if you hit it again, then we have X, whatever this is, and to get it on a camera, you just you have the options here. And yeah, you can see if this usual, like animating an eagle view or something, a hawk view, whatever you call it, you would use this. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing is customization commands. So under window customization command, we get this tab here, and what we can do in it is we can search for a command we want, like live selection, which is this one, and we can give it a shortcut key. Like, it doesn't have one right now, so mine is Shift Q. So if you just, let me just delete this one. So it has no command right now. So if I hit Shift Q, like literally type it in, it should come up like that, and click add, and it'll add it. If it already exists, the command, it'll warn you before you add it. So yeah, it makes everything a lot faster. So I suggest putting shortcut commands for a lot of your main things. Yeah. So another thing, if you add a camera and you want to change its angle, like you want it to look wider, so let's make a cube, go under the camera, say you want to have a wider field of view, select the camera, and then we have the focal length. We can change the stuff like that. That's what I do for different, like parkour or my tennis animation I'm working on right now. I'll use this view. I have it set at 28 or something like that, and yeah, that's about it for this. So something you didn't know, well, I didn't know about this until someone told me. So if you accidentally rotate the camera like this, it's really annoying. If you hit 3 and you right click and it turns around like this, you can always undo it. So if you go view, undo, I did too many movements, and yeah, really. Okay, so the next thing is the compositing tag. What it does is it adds a list of options, such as adding, taking away the transparency, refraction, whatever, and cast shadows. So if you have a window or something, you would off that. If you are using the alpha channel and you have a sky or something, you would off this. Otherwise, whatever. And say say you don't want the GI to affect. Yeah, you just have to mess around, and it's straightforward. I guess they tell you what each one does. So yeah, object buffer, you would use it to, when you import something to After Effects, you can give a name to each object. So if you give this cube 1, and then add another one, and this one 2, copy and paste, this one 3, and then so on, and then you can distinguish the objects in After Effects. So that's what it does. Okay, so a problem I was facing, and I didn't know what was going wrong, was the alpha channel sometimes messed up. Like I perfectly mapped my character, and then suddenly it turned black and stuff. The alpha channel didn't work. So what was going wrong, I'm sure you also have the same problem, is if you go to BPUV edit, which is what we use for UV mapping, and you open the texture, so the texture I'm using right now for this cube is this one right here. So when you load it in, it automatically offs the alpha channel. So you need to, let's just first UV map this. So I'll just quickly UV map it, but I'm not going to go through what I'm doing here because it's a different tutorial. I have a different tutorial on this. So let's just move it on the glass here. And right now, if I add the alpha channel, so if I just copy this texture and paste it in here, you can see it's completely white, and it didn't work. That's because we have it loaded in here. So if you render it, render, it's black. It's because tools, create objects, plane. Okay, now if I render, it's black, you can see. So if we go to File, close all textures, and now we render, it is good. Yeah, if we close the textures, see right now I don't have it on the textures, but if I load it in again, you see it's over here. So we need to remove it from there, so File, close all textures, and then it starts working again. Yeah, so this is a big problem I had. I was thinking, why is it happening? So I had to delete my entire rig and to figure it out, redo it, everything. Then, yeah, so hope this helped you. Okay, so the next tip is color correction for textures. So say your grass is really brownish looking, so you want to make it to look nicer. You would say you load in this turn PNG right here, you grab around the grass, whatever, you remap it, and then you want to change the color. You would go and make a filter. So you have the filter on top now, so select the filter, and you can change the hue, saturation. So what you would do is normally increase the saturation. Oh yeah, I think, I'm not sure. Oh, just yeah. Yeah, so it's really that easy, and you can even keyframe it and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so the next tip is the glow effect. So I have this thing rendered out here, and you can see the sky is like glowing. What I did was I just added a glow and changed it to 3%. This is what the guy who made the Golem Revenge thing, revenge video, I forgot his name, like Mig something. So if I render without the glow right now, it should look weirder. Not weirder, but different. So as you can see, it's a different effect. Doesn't look as nice, but yeah. So a really easy way of creating Minecraft hair. So let's make a cube, change it to the size of the head, change it to the amount of pixels you want, move it up, and make it editable, and select the areas you want the hair to be on. So I'm just gonna select random bits like so. So we just delete it like this, and I'm also going to show you how to make the texture. And the good thing is the texture is fully made in Cinema 4D. So now we have the hair set up, and now we need to, let's just optimize it, because I like to optimize it. What it does is, you see these unwanted stuff, you just optimize and you don't have it anymore. So yeah, Windows customization commands again, and search for cloth nodes. Just have it right here, just grab it onto that, or just double click it, just grab the cube under that and subdivide to 0, and increase this to 6.25, or no, 32 or something, or maybe 3.15, and then we have, whoa, yeah, that's it to make the hair. It gives a nice effect, the cloth nerves, so that's why I use cloth nerves, because it gives a cool effect to the hair if you render it. Yeah, but it has some speckle on it. So let's get the texture now. What am I doing? Okay, color. Okay, so color, surface, tiles. So what we do here is we get the color of the hair. So let's get like a brown, and then make sure they're all different, slightly different, very slightly. Or they can be the same. Like you can copy it and then just paste it or something, or you just, yeah. So like close to the same. let's just change that to 0 and that to 0 also, and then off specular, randomize the color, and then we have it here. And if you like, you can change the that and the amount of pixels. If you change it to 150 and 150, you can you can lower the pixels, 50 and 50 more pixels. And the good thing is it's completely made in Cinema 4D, so when you import it or something, it's kind of, it looks nice actually. Yeah, like this, and then you can even add cloth dynamics and stuff. So yeah, if you want to make it editable, just press C on the cloth knobs, and then you have the cube here. And yeah, you can add the texture. That's it. Okay, so the next thing is the HUD, if I remember how to say. So we have this part, the purple thing right here. How to make it is really simple. So let me just delete it. Remove. So let's just select all of the user data here and add to HUD. So now we get this here. And say you have something outside, like say you just added a new thing, you just hold shift and then right click and make a group, and then it should add it into that. So yeah, and then so you can change the settings. So select this thing up here, display off the name, display off the widget, the frame also you can widget, and you can just mess around with it. Vertical, you can change it vertical, you can change the color of the text, the icon size, you can change these if you want it to be a box and stuff. So it's all about your taste. You can change the color of this, and everything. So okay, so the next thing is LIB4D folders. So people have been wondering how to make one. So if you go into content browser and then click on this little icon here, we go into the presets folder and go into file, new preset library. So we can name it so whatever, and we press enter and we go into the folder immediately. So where is it? This one. And to make a new folder like so. How it works is when you grab in a cube and a texture, it will import the texture with the cube, plus give the commands to find the cube. I guess not commands, but just put it on there. If you grab the cube here, you see it created a text folder with the texture, and it'll create a directory so that this texture, you see the directory right here is in my computer, but when you load the cube here and reload this, look at this one, you see the preset, it has it automatically done for you. Really cool. And so it's really awesome that Cinema 4D has this. So make sure you don't rename the LIB4D folder, otherwise the directory will get all messed up. So do not do that. And and if you want to find the folder, you can't find it through your finder. You need to click here and show in finder, and then it should pop up here. So so next tip. Another quick tip is to know how many polygons are in your scene. So objects, project information, and it should say how many polygons. So my rig has 1334 polygons. Points, and polygons are here. Objects, 432 objects, that's a lot of objects. And the amount of memory it uses. So if you just select an object and you go to objects again, you can hide the object. You can show object, and object information, and it'll just tell you what this object has. Cube, select the cube, object information, so just one object and 8. Okay, so you have so many textures like right here. What you can do is select all of them and remove duplicated materials. So they're all duplicated, so it will just put them down to 1 or just 2. Then you can remove duplicated materials again, and it'll do it again. So if you have any unused materials, like let's say we have a new material here, and you remove unused materials, it'll remove that. So it's really good. And if you go to here, assignment, it tells you which items have this texture on it, so you can even delete it here. So yeah, and if you want it to be higher quality, you can go to texture preview and just increase it like this. So yeah, the next thing is how to keyframe news data. So what you have to do is, you see this little thing here, if you hold control, it should, this red thing, and click, this red thing should mean you added a keyframe there. So if you move around, the red thing disappears and it becomes hollowed, like so. If you go back on the keyframe like that, it should say that it has a keyframe there. And if you hit the record button after that, and this hole means that you've already made a keyframe. So you move it down, so now you see it's at 45, and plus, since we have the record button on, it should you have to mess around with it. So as you can see, yeah. And then say you don't have the record button on, you move it, it doesn't add a keyframe, it turns yellow, which means that you have changed the data. So to add a keyframe, hold control, add a keyframe, move here, keyframe, and whatever. So that's how you keyframe. Okay, say we want to name our user data. So we have our user data here, manage user data, and when we add a data, it should say on the cube user data. So say we don't want that, like we want it to be named something. Let's go in there, add a group, just grab the group out of there like so, so it's outside, and we name the group hair or something. So now we have another tab which we can put the data in like so. So now we just have the hair tab and the user data. Really cool. You can add many more tabs for something, and you can make like a cool whatever you like. I'm planning on making a sun, a daylight Minecraft, like the physical sky, but I'm gonna be making it for Minecraft, like adding a Minecraft sky and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing is customizing your viewport. So under customization commands, you can click on edit palettes, which means we can edit the palettes. You can move this around. If you double click on it, it deletes it. If you double click on the space there, you delete it. If you want to add spaces, you can move the group separator, icon separator, fill space, and yeah. Let's see, palette. Yeah, you can even search for your stuff. Anything you use very often, like extrude, you can just grab it onto there. If you want to add a drop-down menu, just new palette. Grab an extrude, then other extrude, in extrude, extrude nubs, and then we right-click on the first one, and then fold palette, and then if you off the edit palette, then you can drop down all the options. Yeah, really cool. And then to customize your viewport, like to move things around, if you right click, you can undock it like so. Ooh, my gosh, cat. And if you want to change it into a tab like this, just right click on it, and then tabs convert to tab. And say you want to add more palettes and stuff. Let's make a new palette with this one. I should stop saying palette, I just said it again. And then if you just grab that this mark here, and if you grab it and just drag it next to the thing, you see it just pops down. And yeah, edit palette, so you can, don't know how to move it back. Hold control, I think. Oh yeah, like this, you just grab it yeah, that's about it. And to save it, layout, save layout as something. If you save it here, then it should pop out here. So like my animation, it should have a user next to it, this under the brackets. That means it's you created it. So this one is what I use all the time. You see in my animations, it's really nice. And if you hold Control, you can if you hold Control and click on this, you can just fold it, and if you just click on it again, you can pop back out. So this is a nice tip. Okay, so the next tip is the configure settings. If you go on options and configure all, you can change all the settings of everything. So if I hit make a cube, you can see the move tool right here. You can change the size of the arrows and stuff under the configure settings. So let me just go under the filter, and you have all these stuff, like if you want to see the particles, lights, the grid, you can off it, world axis, everything. Then the view, if you see carefully, there's a line here, plus I tinted the area a little brown to show which areas are being rendered, and that's what I've done. Let me show you the settings. So I scale down the axis size scale, like as you can see, and you cannot undo this, so you just right click and you click reset to default, and it'll just reset it to default. I like to have it a little smaller, at like 75%. Then we have the other stuff. Okay, the tile safe, the action safe is that line you see there. So what I like to do is keep that line at 100%. You would use this if you're using camera shakes in After Effects and stuff. You would use this bit to like show that this area is not going to be shown in your render. So you want to have all your action going in here. That's what action safe is. You can even have a tile safe, an extra one, just to, I don't know. I don't use After Effects so much, so yeah. So you can take a look at all these settings. That's pretty much straightforward. Oops. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So the next step is the enhanced OpenGL. What this does is it increases the textures. Like it. Let me show you. So if you go under options and enhanced OpenGL, right there. And takes a while to load because it's a big map, and as you can see, the textures have become really cool. It adds a lot of lag. Oh no, it's okay actually, but it does add a lot of lag. If you add transparency and stuff to the textures, it'll even that will add to the lag. If you use enhanced OpenGL, you can add noises, post effects, shadows. Shadows looks cool, but it increases the lag a lot. So yeah, I'm frozen right now. Yeah, but you can see now it's added shadows and stuff, like from the clouds and stuff, but you can see it's lagging now. Oh no, not so much. It's okay actually. But it looks really cool. And then if you like, you can even do it if you get the Cinema 4D tags and a display. You will have the option of putting enhanced OpenGL right there. Just tick the box, and then you will have it on the object itself. So you can just have a selected few objects with the enhanced OpenGL tag on it, and yeah. You can even change the wireframe if you want it to be hidden lines to reduce lag and stuff. So yeah, and also you can see the automatic update isn't on right now. If I move this, I need to stop at a certain position, and if I drag through it, there's no automatic update with the textures switching out. This is what the user data here does. It switches out textures, so it's not normal. It's not updating. So enhanced OpenGL, and now it's updating automatically. Okay, so the next is texture animation. So if you make a new texture, just double click here and you go under the texture, go off specular and texture and if surfaces, and you can see all these stuff here. So what we want is fire. Let's make a fire texture. So let's change this to a plain black backlight and also click on the animate, so it will start to render out the fire simulation. And this is a flat texture. You just put it like on just something like this, and then you can see if you hit play, it won't work, but you can see the animation here. It won't work. It's a continuously randomly effect stuff, whatever thing. So if you hit render, and then the next frame, if you render, it will be different. Yeah. So if you right click again, no, if you click here again and effects and click on pixel, we get the pixel effect. Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah. So, and if you want to increase the resolution, you just type in here, so 16 by 16, which is the Minecraft size, and you can change the colors here, the frequency and stuff, the speed, everything, just to your likings, and wait for it to finish its render to see it in real time. So different thing like water, and then do the same, and animate, and then add effects pixel and 16 by 16. Then we can change the color here, so bluish and darker blue, dark, and you get that effect. And then you can change the frequency of which direction you want it to go, wind, and yeah, and you can even use this to make lava and stuff. The next step is how to scale your rig. So if you select that and the main null, and then you just use these coordinates right here, they're the main null. If you just change it to whatever you like 0.25, it will scale it. So 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So now he's like a little child, and you can see everything is working. Yeah. So hope you enjoyed this quick tip and things you might have not known about Cinema 4D. If you like this video, please like it, and I will make another one on everything else, I guess. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.